Hello, how is everyone today? So, I hope my mic is okay. It is okay, okay. Fine. This is a start. Hi, how are you? How is everyone? So, today I'm back with Dark Knight. I think we are going to get finally Zaykun's normal ending. And then, sorry, I was eating, so it's still processing. And then oh my god, the words. And then we're gonna start the romantic ending for Zaycon. So yeah, without further just switch and go, let me just shout out Crow. That is right there crying with his tongue out like the how could he? So we have a new image for Zaycon. This one. Oh, I love it. I love kisses on the forehead. There is nothing new here. And here we got this one. We got the one where Kaishi is dying, which is great. Okay. Time flies by. I decide to divide the rooms for my guests. Ikuya takes the guest room while Zeikun sleeps on the couch. As I cover myself with blankets, Razumi's phone call flashes through my mind. I'm a bit worried about Ryoji, even though he's with the police. Perhaps this is for the better. At least this wouldn't turn into a three-person buffet for Razumi. Uh, Hi Black Snow, how are you? Thank you for the care package.
Yeah, it is too early to sleep. I thought sleepovers don't end until after midnight.
Wait, I'm typing on the wrong place.
I can't believe both Vivian and Zekon went to sleep so early.
Wait! Wait, why are we... Wait! Oh no.
Let's see if Vivian has any interesting books here. These are awful children. How old are these? I guess she hasn't bought anything new for a while. Perhaps I should gift her some books for her birthday. I know what she likes to read. A Single Dark Light. It's so nostalgic. I think it was about a guardian protecting the village. So cute, she still has it.
The queen entertains herself as she browses through the bookcase in the guest room. A few hours later, she finds herself getting hungry.
There are some leftovers from our dinner. I hope Divina doesn't mind if I take them.
Kuya tiptoes down the stairs. She carefully finds her way downstairs in the dark, since turning on the lights might wake Zekun up. Akuya briefly glances at the couch, but Zekun is not there.
Daikon?
She shivers, feeling a cold breeze. A flash of white catches her eye. It's a feather. Curiously, she turns to follow this path to the open window. The scene before her is shocking. Zekun seems to be hovering in the air, with glowing vines of light twisted around his body, although Ikuya cannot see his face. It sounds like he's choking. In front of him, with a hand around his neck, is a person with large white wings. Her smirk fades once she sees Ikuya. Ikuya hurries out and stands in Razumi's vision.
Razumi, what are you doing?
Don't come closer. You see, this person is a forest demon. He's dangerous, so I'm going to take him away.
You're wrong. Zikan protected me. Razumi, put him down.
He remains suspended in midair as Razumi removes her hand from his neck to swing a pink-striped cane at him. Ikuya does not hesitate to act. She tackles Razumi to the floor and snatches the cane away, right after she rushes to Zekon aside and starts aching at the glowing vines, holding him in place.
This works. Why is this not working?
Are you really trying to free him? Even though he's armed so many people?
From what I see, you're the one causing harm here.
Don't get in my way. Razumi fires a spell. Ikuya flinches, raising an arm in front of her as an instinctive attempt to guard herself. For some reason, nothing happens. Ah, right, my spells don't hurt humans. So troublesome. Somehow, Ikuya managed to freeze one of Zekon's limbs. It is enough for him to escape, and it tugs her thoughts through the open window in order to put distance between them and Razumi. In their haste, the cane clutters out of Ikuya's hand, flying back to Razumi's grip as she follows them inside. Zekon gets into a defensive stance, pushing Ikuya behind him. His eyes are fixed on Razumi. Oh? Since when do you protect the villagers? This is not a place to fight. Come back for me another time. There is no next time. Zekon's eyes are fixated on Razumi, who grins as she twirls the cane before her.
What? When did she...
Razumi's cane morphs into a saber, and without missing a beat, she launches herself at Zekon. Within the same split second, a faintly glowing rope appears in Zekon's hand, which he uses to narrowly twist around Zekon's blade. Yuki realizes that the rope was actually a lot of thin strings bunched together at the end. It fades in and out of existence, as if by magic. He shoves the sword to the side with pure strength, then quickly tries to get closer. Razumi barely managed to dodge, flinging herself back with a flick of her wings. Once she distances herself, she plucks a few feathers from her wings and throws them like razor-sharp knives. Zekon just managed to deflect them with a shield of strength. What follows is a tense fight, with Razumi constantly jumping into wherever her opponent is, her sword sharply curving with her, and Zekon trying to get behind her, using bare fists and occasionally rope to neutralize her attacks. All the while, Zekon stays close to Ikuya, ready to protect her at any moment's notice. It feels like watching a feather fight with a rubber band. Ikuya can only watch in awe and disbelief. How pathetic! Have you forgotten your history with this village? I haven't. Tell me the truth. You have something else up your sleeve, don't you? You're the one who's mistaken. Huh? I've known you for a while. There is no way you could have had a change of heart this fast. Razumi draws back her saber and retracts her wings. She slowly circles around us. Zekun keeps Ikuya behind his back the whole time. Relax, I'm not interested in the girl. Humans are such fragile and boring creatures. You'll tell me after centuries of living among them, you've been brainwashed to think like them. Zekon snorts. That's rich, coming from an angel. Ukiya peeks from behind Zekon, staring into Razumi's eyes.
Razumi? Is that really what you think of us?
Of course, sweetheart. The time
The time we shared at school? Were you pretending all along? Was nothing real?
being a transfer student was an amusing way to pass the time, but it doesn't mean I was distracted from my main goal. Razumi throws a sword in her hand with distracting flare. Personally, it has nothing to do with you. Humans are fleeting. Angels and demons are not. Can you blame me for wanting to catch up with a familiar face? Not that we have spoken much. I simply observed him, the same way I observed you and the villagers.
I thought angels were supposed to protect humans. Instead, it seems demons are protecting us.
That was something I noticed too. Also, hi Tashi, how are you? Thank you for the lurk. Ikuya glances at Seikon hesitantly, even though she has not seen the evidence of their supernatural traits with her own eyes. She still wants confirmation.
Dekon, are you really the forest demon?
Seikon pauses, then nods. He does not look away from Razumi, but she makes an unexpected move. Seconds feel like minutes as Razumi slowly walks around the room. She does not look at the two. Instead, her eyes are examining the furnishing. She cracks a smile once her eyes fall upon the small knife lying on the dining room table. Sweeping it from the counter, she engulfs it in a light. Within a moment, it grows to the size of a sword. I wonder what this does. I've never tried mixing my string with ordinary objects before. Akuya, you better run. Take the piano with you through the back door. At Zekon's command, Ikuya heads for the stairs. A feather flashes right before Ikuya's eyes, halting her. Ikuya trips and lets out a scream. Zekon's concentration falters at her sounds halt. With an halt, Razumi takes a chance to attack him. She rushes past Ikuya, slides her blade forward. He looks back at what is happening.
No!
He does not stop to think, grabbing hold of Razumi before the sword reaches Zekon. Angrily, Razumi flips the sword and stabs back yours. No! No! They kill Ikuya! No, my girl! Ikuya clenches her teeth as a blade pierces through her body. The pain is ice cold and lightning hot at the same time. A second later, Zekon grabs Razumi by the arm and rips her away. He rushes to the wounded girl and holds her close. Before he can heal her, Razumi tosses a handful of feathers in his direction, forcing him to shield Ikuya with his body. My hands clench around my blanket when I wake up in cold sweat. I had a terrifying nightmare, but I forgot it right when I opened my eyes. What are these noises? Something is happening downstairs. Did someone break in? I get up from my bed and go take a look. The living room is a mess. For some reason, white feathers are scattered all over the floor. Razumi? But I can't comprehend the situation. My attention is drawn to Ikuya. The girl lies unmoving on the floor with a large pool of blood around her body. At that moment, Zekun enters the room and rushes to Ikuya. Zekun has his hands placed on the wound, putting pressure to stop the bleeding.
Ah, Iviana.
What happened here? Hold on, please.
Is Icon okay?
I can barely feel my limbs as it's at this side. I'm about to sink to my knees. Ikuya, don't scare me like this. I feel my hand shaking, but I grip Ikuya's finger tightly. They smile at me weakly. My skin is freezing.
Iviana, tell Ikuyu I love him.
I cannot stand it anymore. Abruptly, I release Ikuya's hands. I'm going to call an ambulance. When I grab the phone, I feel a hand on my shoulder. Wait, it's no use. What do you mean? He's already. Zekon glances over at Ikuya. The wound around her stomach is closed, but she's unconscious. Her face looks paler than ever. I can heal wounds, but it has its limits. She has lost too much blood. I dropped the phone at Zekon's explanation. Ikuya is unable to accept what he said. I go over to Ikuya to check her pulse. Zekon kneels down next to me. He slowly shakes his head and diverts his gaze. On impulse, I crawl towards him and bury my face against his chest. My hands clutch his arm as my voice comes out strained. How? I'm sorry. Places his hand on top of mine and gently squeezes it. I draw back and look up at him. His sorrowful eyes look into mine. I lower my gaze and notice fresh wounds around his arms. I slowly stand up and get some bandages to patch him up. Shortly after the event, I call Yor and tell him about Ikuya. He informs the cops to get to my place as soon as possible. Meanwhile, Zekun explains to me what happened in detail. He tried to lure Razumi away after Ikuya got stabbed. I could have gotten caught in the chaos if she was still lingering around. Zekun left while the cops were examining the scene and questioning me. Haunted by guilt, I'm unable to close my eyes at night. That night. A week has passed since the incident. Since Ikuya was murdered at my house, it became a crime scene, swarming with police and yellow tape. Because I did not witness the fight, I could not give them any helpful information. However, I gave them Razumi's description, hoping that they will catch her. With the police's help, she should have trouble moving around. Fortunately, the Yoja prevented them from pressuring me any further. His family offered me a room in their home and waited patiently for me to gather my belongings. They could return to the temple to recuperate from his injuries. He is afraid that his presence will draw unwanted attention and danger to me. If anything happens, I can summon him using the little spirits. After Ikuya's death, Ryoji and I have grown closer. When we catch ourselves talking about her, we are easily reduced to tears. Revealing the news to Ikuya's family was extremely hard. I'll never forget her parents' earth-wrenching cries and her brother's broken face. When I pass on her final words, he completely breaks down in sorrow. So I think I forgot to unmute my mic, and I was muted the whole time while reading. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Little marshmallow spirits pop up next to me. Please send a message to Zacon. Roger. The spirits immediately fly off. I hurriedly leave the park. Viviana? Leoji? Why did you come back? Did you forget something? I was a bit worried because it was getting late, and you didn't pick up your phone. They probably ran out of battery. As you see, I'm fine. Who are these people? Wait a second. They are missing villagers from the East District. How in the... We need to get out of here. I don't think they are up to any good. I should call my dad. I grabbed Leoji by his arm and head in the opposite direction. Why do they look so pale and walk so weird? They are zombies, possessed, dead, whatever you call them. Now you mention it, they do kind of look like corpses a few weeks old. Don't look back, keep running. Just when I think our escape route is secure, it gets blocked by another group of people. It looks like they are closing us in. We have no choice but to take another road. Somehow we get back to the park where everything started. Damn it, Leoji. You shouldn't have gone back for me. Now both of us are caught up in this. What are you blaming me for? It's better to not be alone in such a situation. Hehe. The laughter makes my skin crawl as a familiar face drops from the sky in front of us. She runs a hand through her mussed hair. On guard, I immediately move in front of Leoji, even though my heart is pounding. Why are you here? Have you not had enough? You must be the one who killed Ikuya. I wasn't expecting the wings, though. Leoji tilts his head, his eyes flitting between her and the corrupted people that have already surrounded us. Are you the one who did this? Technically, no. It was the evil spirits that slowly drained their life. I can make them respond to my commands, though. She twirls a finger in the air, and the people move toward us, almost like puppets. I squeeze Leoji's hand and look for an opening to escape. We start running down the street. Razmi can't harm us with her spells. Is that why she's using these people to catch us? I don't understand why she has a grudge against me. Maybe because I have connections with Zacon? The road ahead of us is a dead end. We should hide in this backyard for now. Diviana? I sink to the ground with my arms around my knees, my heart still pounding. I'm so tired when I catch a break. Even my friends got caught into this mess. I should have figured out earlier what was going on. I don't even protect my friends. How useless can I be? Suddenly, Leoji wraps his arm around my shoulder and pulls me into a hug. As gentle as the last drop into the bucket. I cannot hold back my tears. Viviana, it's okay. I feel bad for dragging you into this. You shouldn't bear the burden alone. It's our village, so it should be our problem too. I have a clue about what's going on. I don't have all the pieces yet, but they're coming together. Sorry that I didn't tell you earlier. I thought nobody would have believed it. You're right. I wouldn't have if I didn't see it with my own eyes. I want to confess that I've always doubted the existence of supernatural beings. I haven't tried looking up for some of these stories, but it's as if I'm like a repellent to them. We hear the sound of glass shattering. It seems the corrupted people broke something close by. I quickly wipe my tears. Diviana, they found us. How long are we going to keep chasing? Taking a peek around the corner, there's something off about the corrupted spirits. Gloves of dark mass cling on them, as if the evil spirits possessing them are spilling out of the bodies. It seems to make their movements slower than normal. They're actually really slow. I think we can outrun them. I still can't believe creatures like those exist. This is a nightmare. Even if we do escape, we still have to find another hiding spot. Maybe the police office, or the first place that I can think of is the temple. We're safe in the forest. It's not far from here. Alright, I'll take your word for it. After exchanging a glance, we quickly navigate through the backyard, slipping past the people feebly, trying to grab us and jump over the fences into the street. The corrupted people continue to follow us, lagging behind. At this rate, we can make it. Just before we reach the forest, I catch a shadow on the ground and lift my head to see a silhouette of someone soaring behind us with large wings. Because of them, it can be no one else but Razumi. Then I see a vague outline of what she has in her hands. Is that a bow? In the split second it takes me to recognize her weapon. Razumi's hand moves. Ryoji! I try to push Ryoji aside, but he sees it coming before I do. He grabs me by the shoulders and twists us both around, shielding me from the arrow flying toward us. I look up at Ryoji's painted face, a sign that it hit him in a critical spot. Ryoji sags against me, and I desperately hold up as he sinks to his knees. My entire body freezes when I see the arrow sticking out from his back. It does not seem to have pierced through his ribcage, but when he clenches his chest and starts coughing out blood, I wonder if it punctured something. Ryoji? I try to help him up, but silently get thrown aside with an unseen force. This is not what I planned, but this might work as well. Spirits, take over him! Why won't you? She bends towards him and looks at him from top to bottom. Interesting, the spirits wouldn't come near you. Maybe you own an item that repels them. Well, if they can't take over you, then you're not much use to me. I can only watch in terror as Razumi yanks the arrow from Ryoji's back. Ryoji grits his teeth in pain, but still manages to pin a glare at her. We should have never accepted you as a friend. I'm already here. You can't change the past, can you? I try to shield Ryoji, but Razumi keeps me away. Viviana. A sadness mixed with pain in his voice makes my heart ache. First they take my girl, now they take my boy. I cannot lose another friend right here. While I get back on my feet, Razumi positions the arrow above his back, while holding him in place with her other hand. There is a sadistic expression on her face. Her eyes are almost gleaming with delight. She brings the sharp object down into Ryoji's back, before I can reach her. No! No! Ryoji groans before becoming completely silent. The ruling takes over me and I shove Razumi away, pulling Ryoji into my arms. Now the arrow was completely penetrated his torso, and the red stain on his shirt is slowly growing bigger. His blood drips down my hands, and I'm almost frozen from shock. If I don't touch the arrow, it shouldn't bleed out too fast, but I don't know how many organs were hit. What do I do? His hoarse voice utters my name before he closes his eyes. My tears drip onto his face. Someone help him. I want to scream, but only whispers leave my mouth. My hands shiver, together with sadness, and I feel anger. I gently place Leoji on the ground and face me. Without hesitation, I throw my fist at her. She transforms her bow back into the can and blocks my attack. Are you sure you want to fight against me? I may not be able to harm you with spells, but you can't resist physical attacks. You're hardly a threat to me without your little demon bodyguard. You're just a... What you think doesn't matter. Why did you involve innocent people in this? Can't you achieve your goals without using them? That's not how the world works, Iviana. I don't know them, and I'm not even close to you. So why should I care? I raise my knee into her stomach. She takes a hit full on, but surprisingly she does not budge at all. The wicked smile is still locked on her face. Eat me as much as you want, but it won't bring back the dead. It is only self-satisfaction. I want to talk to her. My entire being is shaken from anger. However, when I clench my fists, I feel the blood on them. It draws me back to reality. I can't beat her. She might have a trick up her sleeve. If I die here, Leoji's sacrifice would be in vain. I have to, at least, get out alive. Those corrupted people are still around. She can still use them to get me. My eyes shift to Leoji's body. The spirits are only hovering over it. It seems we'll not get possessed anytime soon. I'm sorry, Leoji. I turn away from her and run into the forest as though my life depends on it. I manage to find a safe spot to catch my breath. I draw a handkerchief from my pocket to clean up my blood-stained hands. It takes a long time before I realize my face is wet. How long have I been crying? I feel horrible being the only one that was able to escape. Why are you doing this to me? Taking everyone away. I won't get away with this. I'll get my revenge. I remember nothing on my walk to the temple. Deacon, are you here? My limbs feel heavy, but I force myself to move forward. My vision turns blurry. Not that it matters, since it is already too dark. The sadness of loss is heavy on my chest. It still feels surreal to think about what happened. Ikoya Leoji, so sorry. When I reach the temple, I'm told by the spirits that Zekun is on patrol. They were a bit restless upon seeing my devastated face and bloodied clothes. A feeling of disappointment and frustration wells up inside me. Spirits offer to let me stay, but I'm too restless to cohabit up. I wander aimlessly around the forest for a few hours, hoping to catch a glance of Zekon. In the end, I do not find him. Exhaustion takes over my body, and I decide to go home, taking a longer route than normal, to shake off any pursuers. I walk as fast as I can, but every eerie rustle causes my heart to jump. Reaching the village does not put me at ease until I see my home up ahead. Then on the lights, the house looks normal. There are still furniture in disarray. The living room has been cleaned up of blood and feathers. The broken windows boarded up. I turn on the lights and drop on the couch. My body cannot hold itself up anymore. What happened? Viviana? Malcolm sits down beside me with a curious expression. I want to tell him, but I cannot find the right words. I stare at the ceiling, but my friend's bloody faces reflect back at me. My eyes begin to tear up again. There, I feel my hands shaking as I try to utter a few words. Malcolm draws closer and takes my hands into his. I. fell down to hide my face. I feel embarrassed to face Zikon like this. His arm wraps around my back and pushes me against his body, holds me in an embrace. The gesture makes tears well up. I cannot help but bury my face into his chest. Let out your feelings. I won't go anywhere. I cry and sob. Quietly, it caresses my head, slowly calms me down. I pull away when my tears stop flowing. My face is a total mess right now. Izakon, if I could, I would tell you everything, but my mind needs to rest a bit. I understand. Drop myself back onto the couch and close my eyes. Izakon takes his worry off and uses it as a blanket for me. My dreams are full of nightmares, right throughout the night. The feeling of Zakon's hand patting my head subconsciously comforts me. Eventually, I dream no more. The next morning, I hear the sound of deep breaths. I slowly open my eyes and realize I'm not sleeping in the same spot I remember. What happened last night? I slowly rub my eyes. My elbow hits something warm. Looking down, I see Zekon glancing at me with half-lit eyes. I realize that I rolled off the couch and fell on Zekon, who is sleeping on the floor. I'm finally awake. Wake up. I wanted to carry you to your room, but you were clinging to the couch. I had no choice but to leave you be. Who knew you were so wild in your sleep? My cheeks turned red after hearing his words. I did not know what that of myself. Well, excuse me. I want to get up, but he wraps his arms around my body, which makes me unable to move. Second? Didn't get up so fast yet. Rest a bit longer. I stopped moving as he suggested, while I rest my head on his chest. Hear his heartbeat. Pace is calm and slow, which is the opposite of my rapidly beating one. Unlike last night, my mind has calmed down a bit. I am composed enough to talk. Sorry I wasn't around to greet you. I came home late yesterday because Leoji. I Razumi threatened us and chased after us into the forest, but in the end I could not bite my lips and take a deep breath. Images flashes through my head and my chest starts to ache again. She killed Leoji. I only survived because I ran. Leoji actually has nothing to do with this, yet he... I notice my voice breaking. I take a deep breath breathe and continue my story. Zekon listens patiently as I take my time to talk. How could an angel cause this much tragedy? As if things weren't already a mess before she moved to the village. Now she's just waltzing in and taking lives like it's a game. If that's what she told you, it's a lie. I've detected her presence long ago in the village. She was not doing any harm, so I had no reason to pursue her. I knew she was this insane. I wonder why she came after me, of all people. She could be thinking of using you in some way. Don't think too much about it. She might be after your blessed soul. Those individuals can use their power in many ways. If you train and use it correctly, you can become an exorcist. Oh really? That means I can help you out? No, I'm not planning to use you. Besides, there are side effects. So there's still hope. I can defeat her. We. Did you actually listen to what I said? Why did he not tell me about it? Would have trained to get better control over my powers. He presses his finger on my lips before I can continue. Having a destiny doesn't mean you are bound to that fate. It's better for you to stay out of this dark world. As for the side effects, you might lose your humanity if you overuse your powers. That's my decision to make. I became involved the moment I was born. Even a little training. It might have been enough to save. You'd have told me before things got this bad. There was no reason for me to tell you. I turned away from him. Deacon has an infinite amount of patience, but I'm determined not to speak to him until he speaks first. In the end, Deacon gives in and explains himself. Even so, I have a feeling he has more secrets hidden away. Viviano, yes? This village is very important to you, right? Mm-hmm. You're right about me judging too quickly. The past weeks I spent in the village changed my views on the people. When he opens his eyes, the next moment I sense something different. His expression is even more grim than usual, maybe even hungry. It only flashes for a moment, but I can tell he's up to something. The day passes by while I stay home with Zakon at my side. Nothing unusual happened. I am processing what happened so far. I feel grudge towards Razumi growing. While I browse through a newspaper, I notice wanted advertisement. My eyes skim through the names. Emmy, Nair, Asley, Fair, even Saga from the ice cream shop. Those people are reported missing. If their relatives learn they are already dead, they'll be surprised. I drop onto my desk and rest my head on my arms. Once I choose to investigate second, I've been misled. I went after many people who were not the culprit. Were there any hints? Since Razmi can control those corrupted people, should she be the mastermind? The police are on a manhunt for Razmi, especially after the murders of Ikui and Lyoji. Facing his father was difficult for me, but I had to tell him the truth. I'm not sure if he believed me, but he still listened. I wanted the police to spread the word about Razmi, but they refused it in order to prevent mass panic in the village. As I'm drowning in thoughts, I fall asleep. I hear the sound of a ticking clock. When I open my eyes, it is dusk. I look around for Zekan, but it seems he has gone out. I have seen him going out often around dusk at night. I hope it does not work too hard. At a moment, I hear a group pass by the street. I shove the curtains aside and watch them. Judging from their clothes, they are priests. I think they are hunting evil spirits. A strange feeling lingers in my gut. I hope Zekon doesn't bump into these guys. Suddenly, two familiar little spirits pop up beside me. They are in panic as they ramble without pause. Our master is in trouble. Please come to help. You're the only one we can rely on. Zekon sent you out for help? That's unexpected of him. We actually acted on our own, but we believe this is the best method. Lead the way. Immediately I go out, following the spirits. A short while later, the forest comes into view. What could have happened to Zekon? The spirits given off enough light for me to navigate through the dark forest. I finally stop at the clearing, but there is no one around. Huh? Did we lose track of him? I thought for sure he was at this spot. Did he let us in the wrong? I don't know. He might not be far. If he had been here, there might be a clue nearby. While exploring around, I find puddles of dark liquid on the ground. The stains are almost black. I recall the color of Zekon's blood. Oh no, Zekon! I hear odd sound coming from behind. When I turn to look, it disappears. This is suspicious. I better be on guard. Screech. Loud noises sound through the arena. It might be stupid, but my gut tells me it's what I am looking for. As I get closer, I can make out the sounds of clashing noises that can only come from a battle. I do my best to catch up, but they are moving fast as well. My pace slows down as I try to catch my breath. And I look down. I realize the trail as more blood splatters on and a bunch of large white feathers scattered about. Wait, Razumi and Zekun? Following this trail, I end up at the temple. And there are even more feathers scattered everywhere. Oh my god! This is pretty though. In the middle of this chaos stands Zekun in his demoniac form. Despite the mess of his clothes, which has been ripped and stained crimson, he looks like a valiant warrior returning from the battlefield. It seems I arrived right after the event is over. When he notices me, he freezes for a moment. Worriedly, I run over to him. I heard you were in trouble. What happened here? His eyes look tired, with a hint of confusion. When did you? He glances over at the two spirits next to me with a stern glare. They disappear into thin air as soon as they notice their master's expression. Out of all possibilities, they went to you. You don't have to worry anymore. They're all covered in blood, and you're telling me not to worry? Yeah, the battle is over. I took care of what troubled you. I sigh deeply and look around. Those feathers, are they from Razumi? You don't have stained your hands for me. I didn't want your hands stained with blood. She was after me anyway. We will face each other sooner or later. If I had decided earlier, I might have saved more people. Will Razumi for my sake? I feel my eyes tearing up and I bow my head, closer at. Hopefully, that's not going to happen anymore. I know this might alert Evan's wrong, but I had enough of staying idle. If killing an angel is what it takes to save the village, then I don't regret anything. His sacrifice is worth whatever is coming up for me. He raises my chin and gently wipes away my tears. His gaze has become more gentle, and I wonder when it started to change. I had been so focused on the village recently that I didn't know what he went through. Thank you for taking care of me, Zekon. My eyes are drawn to his blood-stained clothes. You're badly hurt. He pats my head and forces a smile. It's not the first time, isn't it? I'll manage it. The peace does not last long, and I notice a crowd with lights heading in this direction. I sense the demoniac energy near that old temple. Let's do this. This will be the first and last time he will be seen. In an instant, Zekon lifts me up and carries me to the temple. He puts me down at a safe spot near the temple before he leaves. He throws one more glance at me. Stay here and don't move an inch. I'm going to deal with them. Immediately, I grab his sleeve and hold him. Please, don't leave me again. Zekon turns back to me and kneels down. He stares into my eyes and places his hand on mine. This is something only I can do. I will come back to you like I always do. A resolve in his eyes makes me grip loosen. Taps my cheek for a moment and smiles at me. Shortly after, he leaves. I peek from the corner and see a group of people in the yard. Some are dressed in robes, and I assume they are priests. I cannot count the numbers from this view, but it seems like a lot. Deacon is facing all of them alone. Luckily, they seem not too far away, because I can catch their conversation. So we finally meet, Forest Demon. You can't hide your presence anymore. We gathered the best priests and everyone available from the village. You knew you were behind all of these disappearances and deaths? That's right, I am the demon. What are you going to do about me? For centuries you brought disaster and misfortune upon us, and lured people to their deaths. We're here to put an end to everything. Think about killing me? For mere humans that's an impossible task. Don't get too fully of yourself. We have developed our techniques. There's no way to escape. A smirk crosses Deacon's face. Despite the tense atmosphere, he seems calm and relaxed. I cannot read exactly what he's up to, but I cannot imagine what he will actually fight these people. The priests raise their staff and start to chant spells. The scene reminds me of Zekon's father. Oh no. The priests are about to do something to him. I can't let this happen. Without hesitation, I run out and stand before him with my arms spread wide. Due to my interruption, they stop their ritual and look confusedly at me. You can't do this. He has never harmed anyone. Why do you lock away an innocent person? No matter how you look, he is the forest demon. He didn't deny it either. Stay out of this, girl. You don't know what you're doing. Maybe she's being controlled by him. Take him down immediately before more victims fall. The priests continue their ritual while a few separated groups try to lock us in our spot with enchanted charms. Viviana, I wonder when you will actually listen to me. I don't want you to end this way. As soon as the spells reach us, I feel my insides burning. Time seems to slow down as their spells shatter before they could hit me. My eyes widen at the paper pieces that lighten up in black and black fire and disappear. It all happens within a fraction of a second. While I'm still dazed at what happened, Zekon scoops me up in his arms and runs into the forest. The priests are surprised at his turn of events, but immediately start running after us. Use stronger spells! Don't let them escape! Chase after them and don't lose your focus! They are using demonic spells. Perhaps they have resorted to fighting a demon using one. Don't use more of your powers. It will cause a strain on your body. Take more control of your emotions. But how else can I protect you? Why don't we run back to my house? Maybe you can live there. You know I can't stay too long away from this forest. The place I was born in will be my grave. I promised my grandmother. No, I can't accept this. Why are you fussing so much over me? The priests exorcise me. Folks will finally be at ease. Don't you get it? I don't want to lose you, Zekon. His eyes widen for a moment, looking at me with disbelief. He remained speechless, but seemed to accept my words. I never knew that I was so of importance to someone. I didn't expect it to be this overly oblivious. A faint smile crosses his lips as he glances at me. You're important to me, too. You changed me. I now understand the value of acceptance. Suddenly, the collar around his neck starts to crack and shatter. I notice the spirits around us fade away until none of them are left. I'm surprised at what happened. Hey, what is going on now? I don't know. Maybe my life isn't linked with the spirits in this forest anymore. Is this a bad sign, alright? I see lights approaching us. I don't have time to think about it. Don't let him escape. We have already cast a barrier in this area. He won't get far. Hearing voices, Seikon takes a few turns and to shake them off. I can't remain in this place anymore, even if I wanted to. Now that we're learned about my presence, the hunt will never end until I die before their eyes. I understand. He stops by a large bush and puts me down. There's a strange, sinking feeling in my chest, and it aches. I can tell that this is the end. This is our last goodbye. When he moves to hug me, I cling onto him tightly for as long as I can. Zekun is the first to step away. I want you to be safe, but I can't watch over you any longer. Trust me, I will survive this. He looks into my eyes for a moment before going off. I anchor down in the bushes and watch the priest surrounding him. As they start to chant, Zekun begins to draw a large circle around, using his blood on the ground. It opens a dark hole in the air. The mass looks so strange, as if a piece of sky is floating there. For a second, Zekun looks in my direction. Our eyes meet for a second before he turns back. He jumps into the mass and vanishes. He is escaping to the demon realm. Make sure to seal this entrance so he would never be able to come back. Small lights appear around the hole, closing it. To make sure everything is secure, he chanted more spells to clear the area. One of the priests finds me hiding in the bushes. Apparently, they were friendly to me. Oh, thank heavens! Did he finally release his control over you? Are you still human? I go with everything they say and ask. Eventually, the priest disperses, and all I hear in the forest is silence. The hunt is finally over. When I'm about to return to the village, I catch a glimpse of the marshmallow spirits. They're waving to me. Thank you for releasing the demon from its chains. It took several months for the priests to wipe out all of the evil spirits from the village. They're corrupted people too, but eventually discovered and purified by the priests. The process is still ongoing, and not everyone has been accounted for yet. After the nights, Razumi was taken care of. Kidnappings and unexpected deaths came to a stop. The village calmed down. Since it occurred on the same night the demon was officially declared to be gone for good by the priest, it was enough to convince everyone that all the tragedies had been the demon's handiwork. This event is recorded in the history archives as dark legends. It is written that countless people were cursed, others killed, by the forest demon. In the end, he was banished from this village and the people finally live in peace. Since that dark night, I have not heard from Zekon. I keep visiting the temple to pay my thanks. Without his help, this whole village might be turned into the Walking Dead. Only I know the truth, but that does not matter. As long as someone believes in him, I hope he will return someday. I pass by a cemetery with two bouquets. What lies before me is the graves of two people I know for a long time. I'm sorry that I couldn't do anything at that time. Everything's over. Culprit is dead. Ikuya, Ryoji, may you rest in peace. Normal ending. Achievement. They're all gone. They took Kashi. They took Ikuya. Shane probably got killed too because Shane was really badly injured and ended up on the hospital. And Kaishi probably took him because he couldn't do anything. So we probably lost Shane, then Kaishi, then Ikuya, then Ryoji by death. And then eventually Zeikun is forced to leave. They're all alone. Roy is dead. They killed Kurato. We don't know anything about Sashiro and Jun, so I need to do a break. That was too emotional damage. I need to do a break from that emotional damage. Oops. Okay, so let's just start over. I should have gone home earlier. My shoes are getting soaked. Everything is so boring these days that I keep losing track of time. Staying at home does not help, so I often go out. The library is one of my favorite places to visit because it has so much for me to discover. Even then, there is a limit to what I can do there. I wish something interesting would happen in this village every once in a while. Anything that could kill my boredom. I often pass by this mansion during the day, but this time it catches my attention. I wonder when was the last time anyone visited this place. No other house in the village looks as lonely as this one, because from afar it looks grand. If I had to guess, it was probably built over 2 centuries ago. The atmosphere changes as soon as I approach the house. The whole building is surrounded by a veil of thin mist. All the plants and the garden have been taken over by the weeds. Hi Chanta, how are you doing? Behind the trees, I notice an empty fountain with a fairy statue in the middle. Its expression makes the environment even more depressing. Please try to rest if you can. No matter how you look at it, this place has an incredibly mysterious aura. There is something new to discover with each gaze around the premise. Oh my god, this started to give me. Some of the windows are broken. And the door is locked with heavy chains. Oh my god, Oh my god, it's been 1 hour. Oh my god, almost 2 hours. I just realized it's something that I forgot. I was so happy eating that I forgot to do something. Oh my god. Like I was snacking before stream and I completely forgot something. Thank you for appearing. Somehow you made me look at the time. I was like, I can't forget. I get home, I get food while preparing to stream, and I completely forget. And it's been almost 2 hours since I should have supposedly do that. Well, it's done now. I like how you say you're gonna relax while listening to my calming voice. I mean, just immediately panics because realizing something. I forgot to put the magazine mini sign. But let's see. Let's just go back to the story. Oh, I also forgot that this game is really dark, so I shouldn't have my light on. Some of the windows are broken. and the door is locked with heavy chains. My feet start to get cold, drawing my attention to my wet socks. Ah, I'll have to come back another time if I want to explore. As I am about to turn around, I see a shadow move behind the windows. I try to focus on it, but it is already gone. If it is as if nothing ever happened. Yeah, I don't know why. I saw a message and somehow it made me look at the time and then just like connect the dots. I don't know. I don't understand my brain sometimes. So yeah. Was that a person? Or it was just my imagination? I cannot continue staring at the windows, but nothing else happens. Even though that was strange, I am more curious and freaked out. Anyway, I don't want to stay in the rain any longer than necessary. My mind is clouded by thoughts of the mansion. Class starts soon. The first hour is history, my least favorite. It does not take long for me to doze off. I'll just take a short nap until class is over. Also, you missed me crying, Shanso. I won't miss much anyway. When I finally opened my eyes, school has already ended. I slept through all of my classes. I should be reprimanded for it, but my teacher, Mr. Blanchard, does not usually mind. He gives me special treatment because he knows I live alone, and there is no one for him to rat me out to. Perhaps I should not do that too often. My classmates look at me with resentful glares. I notice assignments lying on my desk, history and chemistry. Mr. Blanchett gave us more homework than usual. It can't get any more boring than doing the same assignments over and over again. It seems like other students have already gone home. My friends didn't even bother to wake me up. I'll get back with them for this. Now I feel too lazy to get up. Once I'm ready, I start to head home. Even though I'm walking on the main road, no one is around. It is unusually quiet today, and after what Leoji told me, I'm feeling especially on edge. My footsteps echo in the silence of the empty street. When I hear another set of footsteps, I glance back, relaxing when I see it's only a boy from my school. I look up at the cloudless sky and yawn. Even though I haven't done anything today, I feel so exhausted. I want to jump back into bed, take a few turns. It might be a coincidence, but the boy behind me seems to be following me. I've been walking very slow this entire time, so he should have passed by me, by now. I should ask him. There is an easy trick to find out if someone is following you or not. If I turn 3 times clockwise or counterclockwise at forks in the road, I will walk in a circle. If the other person does that too, it means they have no destination. I enter a small alley. I take a turn. I turn once more, and again. Now, if he's still following me, I'll know it's not just a coincidence. Right on cue, I hear the boy's footsteps behind me. That guy is still following me? That sure is interesting. I speed up trying to get him off my heels by taking more turns. All of a sudden, my arm is grabbed. I briefly stop and turn around. It seems that my stalker has caught up with me. Oh, it's just a first year. Hello, we don't know each other, but we go to the same school, and I just wanted to ask you something. What is it? Well, will you go out with me? No. To break the silence, I say. Answer is still no. Now, let me go.
Please?
The boy keeps holding onto me, even when I try to pull myself free. Frustrated, I eventually tug my arm away. This guy's attitude is really creeping me out. All the more reason to refuse him. He doesn't seem to know when to give up. What a brat. Sorry, forgot what I said. Give me another chance. Let's start out as friends and get to know each other better. The boy grabs my other arm and pulls me closer. He's getting more forceful as he tries to keep our conversation going. Without warning, I knee him in the stomach. He yelps and doubles over, finally letting me go. Ow! Make me repeat myself. I'm sorry. Please give me another chance. Is he a masochist? He reaches toward me again, but I step aside and grab his arm first. Skillfully, I seize the other arm and fold them both behind his back. When I speak again, my voice is stern. Try that again, and you won't live to regret it. Eh? I never expect a small girl like you to be so strong. I mean, yes, ma'am. If you understand, then go. With a sigh, I release the boy and watch as it runs away. I hear him mumble something inaudible before he disappears down another street. The first years are always so troublesome. He called me a small girl, even though he was small himself. People like him will always stay persistent unless I'm clear with them. Maybe I should report him to the administration. Well, I probably rough him up enough to teach him a lesson. Once I get home, I go to my room. I put my bag on the desk and drop onto my bed. As usual, the silence of my house is so heavy I can feel it making my shoulders sag. I live alone because my parents work overseas. They are usually busy, but they still call me whenever they can. It is not like I miss them, but it is boring to always be alone. I used to have many hobbies, but as soon as I grew up, I started to feel pointless. At some point, they all became repetitive. I do not want to spend my life in an endless cycle in the same routine, as if I'm not doing that right now. For the time being, I will just stay as I am. This village has always been quiet. Aside from the same holidays every year, this is not much going on. I wish something exciting would happen. Actually, perhaps I can make my own excitement. I can try something new. Unless my fate has already been decided up for me. If I could, I would rewrite this boring village. I think it's something. It was something I wanted to do. Ah, that mysterious mansion. I'm sleepy right now. So tired. My eyelids feel heavy, and before I know it, fast asleep.
Diviana!
What is it, Ikuya?
Did you get in a fight with another student yesterday?
Why do you ask?
There's a rumor that you roughened up a freshman yesterday for no reason.
Seriously? That brat. I should have reported him.
Of course, I'm on your side. I don't believe you'd do such a thing.
Part of it is actually true, to be fair. He was kinda stalking me and being very forceful, so I simply defended myself. A dark-haired boy walks toward us. His name is Leoji. Like Ikuya, I met him in primary school. Diviana, there's a difference between self-defense and assault. I thought Mr. Class President would ever understand. Really do remind me of a wild rose. If I grew roots in this place, I die of boredom.
Oh, this reminds me of that time from 2 years ago. You know, when you beat up those seniors?
It wasn't like I wanted to do it. Besides, I only got involved because they started acing all of the freshmen. It isn't my fault I couldn't hold back. Try to be nicer to your fellow students. Fine, I'll do my best. You should care more about your reputation.
Aren't you afraid that you won't be able to make friends now that the rumor is going around?
I didn't intend to make friends with a freshman. Anyway,
You always seem so bored. Meeting new people or falling in love will make your life more exciting.
no comments. Shortly afterwards, we begin to prepare for our trip to the forest. Our history teacher will be our guide. He supposedly wants to show the class a monument we learned about in class. He claims pictures in books are nothing compared to the real thing. The monument we'll be visiting is only a 15-minute walk from our school. Okuya is clearly not looking forward to this trip. She has been holding my hand tightly the whole time. Everyone, don't stray from the path. Don't want to get lost here. Make sure not to disturb the wildlife either. Yes, this field trip turned out to be even more educational than I expected. I never seen this place before. Well, not recently. I got lost during a class picnic once when I was in primary school. It looks different from what I remember.
Yaji, have you heard about the demon in the forest?
Yeah, everyone in my neighborhood is talking about it. Apparently, the rumor started after some tourists went missing on a trip there.
Do you think they're true?
I don't know. I've never seen a demon before. Don't they only exist in legends?
They say there's a truth behind every legend.
This village has many tales, but I doubt they're all true.
If it's true, I hope our little demon friend doesn't hate people.
Even if it does, it wouldn't eat you. It is too bad. Akuya punches Leoji. Wow! I was just kidding. He giggles at his reaction. Why is the school taking us to a forest where a man-eating demon freely roams around? Anyway. Oh my god, I need to look break. I'm sorry, my stomach is not liking me for some reason. Hello, I'm sorry. I had to step in front of my fan for a little bit because I was feeling nauseous. The teachers don't believe the rumors. They think it's just a media stunt, and I know this because my has told me. I guess we'll have to see what happens. There is one thing I would like to warn you about.
What is it?
It's not public information yet, but recently a few villagers went missing in the middle of the night. No trace of them has been found. It's as if they just vanished.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, I really need to scream that, but I can't scream that in a way that Mike is gonna pick up. For real?
I sure won't be walking around alone again.
If we're headed in the same direction, I can walk you home. You could also ask your brother to pick you up.
My brother? No, not him.
Why?
He's from the elite class. He stands out too much.
Well, if all of you are eyes are on you, no one's gonna make a move.
But Pink picked up like a kindergartner. Sorry, but
Anyway, even though this news hasn't been officially released yet, you two should be more careful. I don't want my friends to get hurt. I'll be fine. Anyway, did we ask Mr. Blanchett about that demon rumor?
don't mention that. You're ruining the mood.
Let me ask him. We eavesdropped on Lear's conversation. Excuse me, Mr. Blanchett. You know anything about the demon rumors? Oh, Lear, well. The teacher lets out a sigh, scratches the top of his head. You don't believe in them, do you? Not in the slightest. This forest is home to many different species of animals. Some silly people probably mistook one for a demon. Besides, there is no proof of their existence. The legends about this forest were just stories made up to scare little children. What about the missing tourists? Would you call their disappearance a coincidence? I don't think they disappeared. It is very easy to get lost in the forest without a map or a guide. That's what probably happened to them. The rescue team will find them soon. Just stay in the group and you won't have anything to worry about. I see.
What did Mr. Blanchett say?
He believes it's all made up. I don't believe a thing about this demon. Still, the rumors have piqued my curiosity. There's at least a grain of truth to every story. Something must have caused the villagers to feel restless. Hey, what do you guys say about doing a little expedition on our own? That sounds interesting.
But those missing tourists, what if we get lost too?
Don't worry, I have a map. And we can always signal for help with the torch.
Really? You'll set up the forest on fire with that? Why would you even have one of those? This isn't Middle Ages.
Just kidding, I've got a phone with me.
Can you even get the signal out here? Mr. Blanchett will.
Don't worry, don't worry, Koya. I'm sure everything will go smoothly. If anything just does happen, you can blame it on me.
Sure, but that doesn't guarantee our safety.
Stop overthinking it. What are the chances of anything bad happening? It will be just like a walk in the park. The worst thing that could happen to us is getting lost.
Of course, it would be the worst.
Don't tell me you're planning for it to happen. Nah, it just occurred to me. I haven't been to the forest in a while. This place looked worse in my memories. Yeah, this place looks too nice for them to live in. While we are here, we can look for the missing tourists. Well, I'm up for it. Come with us, Ikoya. I think it will be fun.
Fine.
Everyone gather together and let's go. The students line up in small groups. The teacher makes sure everyone is present before moving on. Psst, when do you sneak out? Let's head to the back of the line. You won't be able to notice us there. As the group follows the path, we go to the other way. A few minutes later, we end up at a fork in the path. Look, a crossroads.
Which path should we take?
According to the map, the right one goes further into the forest, while the left one leads to the waterfall. Let's go to the waterfall. I don't think there is anything of interest among more trees anyway. Excited, Leo just keeps ahead. After a few minutes of walking, we reach a waterfall. A large shimmering lake, ringed by lily pads, rests at the bottom of it. The cliff face of the waterfall also has a path of rocks lined, lined along it, providing easy access to the other side of the water. The water is so clear I can see the bottom.
Wow, it's huge! The water is so sparkly, I want to jump right in.
You get excited over the simplest things, don't you? There might be dangerous animals or bacteria in the water. If you jump into it, you'll probably be eaten alive.
You always ruin my fun.
There's a chuckles at her reaction. Take a closer look at the lake. I can hear the sound of birds singing, but there does not seem to be any other animals around.
These rocks could serve as perfect seat. Divana, come over here.
I'm going to explore for a bit. I'll be back soon. We'll be waiting here. Don't go too far, okay? I know, don't worry. I skip over to the right side of the waterfall, trying to see what might be behind the stream of water. To my surprise, there seems to be a hidden cave. From the corner of my eye, I notice a shadow moving in the bushes. It moves so fast that my eyes cannot make out what it is. It does not help that I was not paying attention. However, whatever it is, I'm pretty sure it just went into the cave. I looked towards the entrance and noticed another path of rocks leading inside. Curiosity gets the best of me, compelling me to take a look. I carefully make my way across the rocks. After I manage to get behind the waterfall, I peer around the cave. I cannot see anything in the darkness. The sound of falling water echoes around me. I wish I had my phone with me, so I could use it as a flashlight. What could be back there? I know I saw something heading a moment ago. But I can't see anything. Was it just my imagination? I tried to shout, but the sound of crashing water overpowered my voice. As I walk deeper into the cave, I try again. Hello? Is anybody there? I call out a third time, but I can only hear the echo of my voice. I hear footsteps behind me, surprised as I turn around. A shadow stands at the entrance. Who is there? I can't tell from the person's build that it is a man, but due to the darkness, I cannot make out his facial expression. Who are you? I shout out, this time louder. Who are you? I can't scream because of my mic. Stop yelling, I'm not deaf. The man suddenly starts walking towards me. Surprised by his movements, I step back. I slip on the wet, uneven surface and fall flat onto the ground. Ouch! A hand reaches out to me, and I'm surprised by the man's kindness. Light suddenly filters through the waterfall, and I can finally see his face. Are you hurt? No, I'm okay. I take his hand and pull myself up. He gazes at me with his narrow violet eyes, but I am more drawn to the blonde, crimson hair he has tied on a loose braid. The man's delicate facial features contrast with his muscular torso and wide shoulders. He is wearing odd, traditional clothing. In particular, the collar around his neck raises a lot of questions. I have never encountered anyone like him in the village. You're disturbing my peace with your shouting. That was so blunt and rude. You didn't answer me. I'm guessing you're one of the tourists? Tourists? Can't you see I'm a student? How did you discover this cave? Are you lost? No, I wanted to follow the path outside and never come back. This is private property. Wait, who are you? And what are you doing here? How did you know about the tourists and don't ask so many questions at once? Don't just cut me off, answer me. Never mind that. Go back to your group already. But the man roughly grabs me by the wrist and pulls me back to the cave entrance. Hey! Stay away from this place. The man forcefully pushes me out of the cave. I turn around to complain, but he's already gone. He disappeared as mysteriously as he appeared. What a rude guy. It's not like he owns a cave or anything. It reminds me of how I treated that first year kid. At least I gave him a chance to explain. This person just. If no one is allowed to go in there, then what about the crimson haired man? He seems to know about the tourists too. After letting out every sight, I hop back across the rocks to lure Nikuya. Hey Divana, back already? Did you find anything interesting? Nope. I met a weird guy, but it doesn't worth mentioning to Queen Leodrin.
Maybe demons don't live here after all.
Easy, Quia. Have you given up already? Of course, the demon won't show itself so easily. We should keep looking around.
Nuh-uh. I'm tired. Let's go back to the group before Mr. Blanchett notices we're gone.
Did Mr. Blanchett ever talk about this forest during this history class? I can't remember. That's because you're always sleeping during history class. That's not true. I do pay attention. Sometimes. My friend chuckled. It has been a long day. My feet hurt from all the walking. I'm still curious about what secrets the forest has. That crimson-haired guy particularly bothers me. He isn't dressed like a tour guide. Not that I've heard about any tours in the forest. Digging into it makes me more confused. Perhaps I should stop here. Like he said, ugh. It is none of my business. There is no use fretting over it. Even as one mystery fades, however, another one appears. The abandoned house from yesterday pops up in my mind. I did plan on going there again. It does not seem to be raining right now. I glance at the time. It reads 8 p.m. It's already dark outside. My feet hurt, but the house isn't that far. I grab my jacket once I decide to get up. The streets are completely empty, making the village seem like it has been abandoned. Everyone must already be home from work or school. A few minutes later, I reach the old house. It looks exactly the same as last time. Even though it did not rain today, it is still surrounded by those eerie mists. The previous owner must have been very rich to afford the construction of this mansion, especially with all its fine details. Shouldn't be a problem if I look around. The house looks larger and older now that I'm close. I inspect the big chains locking the doors. They are not old and rusty like I expected. They seem like they were put on recently. Perhaps the residence has a new owner? Suddenly, I hear a sight from behind me. I quickly turn around to locate the source of the sound. There is. There is someone sitting on the edge of the fountain. He blends so well with the dreary mist that I had not noticed him when I first entered. I slowly approach the man. Up close, I noticed he looks near my age. He's most likely the same school as me, but I have never seen him before. His uniform design is not the one I recognize. Perhaps he's part of the elite class, like Kikui's brother? Each elite student wears a custom-designed uniform, making it difficult to be certain they even attend our school. To complement their unique uniforms, the elite class also has special rules. but I never bother looking into them. Its members hardly appear at school, so only a few of us have ever seen their faces. Needless to say, there are many rumors about that class. According to Ikuya, you need to have very high grades to qualify, but there might be more to it than that. Many students have their status. Hello? The guy flinches and looks at me startled. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Oh, I do not mind. My apologies for not noticing you earlier. May I sit here? Be my guest? Could it be the shadow I saw yesterday? You come here often? It sounds like a cheesy pickup line, but I don't know what else to say. I do. This place has an interesting atmosphere. He looks away from me, the warm copper of his gaze thoughtful. Something about him feels off. I'm not sure, but is he sad? I can't really read his expression. What about you? Well, I can't tell him that I saw something strange here the other night. I came to investigate if it sounds weird. I never noticed how interesting this place was before, so I thought I'd come take a closer look. At this hour? I like going for walks at night. Ah, likewise. The man's expression clears up and he smiles. Would you like to go for a walk with me then? Sure. It's odd that someone would offer to go for a walk with the person they just met. It does seem friendly and polite though. He stands up, and we follow a path through the garden. Unlike the rest of the garden, this path is not covered with weeds. The ground is even well trod. As we talk, he points out the statues hidden away by usual shrubs and flowers I have not seen before. He does it so naturally. It is as if he owns this place. The moonlight and starry sky illuminate the view, which makes it even more beautiful. I never expected to find beauty in an abandoned place like this. The man smiles mysteriously at my comment. You seem to know a lot about this mansion. I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. Do you know who put the chains on the doors? His eyes swivel away from mine again. The man hesitates to speak. I seem to have found my answer. I don't know about that. About it. I guess it doesn't want to say. He looks flustered. Maybe I shouldn't push any further right now. It's getting late. I should go home. Have a good night. As I head back to the front yard, I realize that I have not asked for the man's name. I turn back and try to find him, but he's already gone. The weekend finally arrives. In the morning, I make myself breakfast and sit on the couch. While chewing on some toast, I open the newspaper. I do not have any real leads for the disappearance yet, but I have to catch up with the news. It is full of the usual advertisements, but now it actually has decent news articles. I browse through, hoping to find something interesting. My eyes stop at a page with numerous sketches. The reports of missing persons are increasing. In just a few days, it has reached the point where the police can no longer suppress the public outcry. I study their profiles and try to find a commonality, but there does not seem to be one. Age, gender, appearance, occupation, address. No, nothing adds up. This is going nowhere. I recognize some of these people, but I don't think they knew each other. And again, if it was that easy, the cops would have already solved the cases already. A lot of people disappear without a trace. They must have gone into hiding or kidnapped. The thought of someone I know suddenly disappearing is scary. These crimes or whatever they are have to stop at some point. Nothing. How long can this go on? I flip a page and find an article about an attempted homicide. A local reports that she heard a distressed scream late at night. According to her, the attacker ran off when she reached the scene. She also stated she managed to take a picture. When she noticed the victim was still alive, she called the emergency service and waited for the ambulance to arrive. Witness: I can't believe someone did such an inhuman thing. This is unforgivable. Further details on this case are below. Attached to the article is a blurry photo of the witness took of the suspect with her cell phone. Nothing about their appearance is distinguishable. It will be difficult to identify them. The description says the victim had been missing for a week before the incident took place. I put the newspaper aside and take a sip of my tea. News really spread quickly in this village, no matter how grisly it is. Rumors pop up just as quickly. I would not be surprised if people are already talking about who the attacker might be. While it stays full, those same rumors become trails that lead back to the criminals, allowing the crime to be solved just as quickly. I want to help track down these people, but I'm not sure I'd make a difference. For now, I should keep an eye out for anything suspicious. I absently eat the rest of my breakfast. I should take a walk to clear my mind. Going to the park sounds like a good idea. I look up at the bright blue sky, gentle winds blow the puffy clouds about. As I walk down the road, an advertisement on a building catches my attention. Wanted exorcist. Exorcists? Do ghosts even exist? Announcement. Recently there have been sightings of ghosts within the village. We are looking for exorcists to deal with them. Seriously, I don't think anyone remotely supernatural has ever happened here. And now people are supposedly seeing apparitions? Sightings of ghosts, sure. The park is practically empty, despite it being the middle of the afternoon. There is only one person, a boy, on the entire block. He seems to have noticed me, but I do not pay further attention to him. I sit on a nearby bench and close my eyes, enjoying the silence. Weird things are happening in this village. It's interesting, but a bit concerning too. I hope Leor and Dikui will be safe. This is my day off. I didn't come here to find new things to worry about. The wind blows gently on my cheeks while I enjoy the warm sunlight on my skin. I clear my mind of all thoughts and focus on my breathing. They say this technique helps to relieve stress. A moment later, a figure blocks the sunlight. I open my eyes and notice a silver-haired boy standing in front of me. Excuse me, miss. Yes? Can you help me? Can you tell me where the haunted house is? Haunted house? I've never heard of one around here. I'm sure it's supposed to be nearby, but I can't find it. I recall oh my goodness. I recall the advertisement from earlier. Only exorcists or junkies would actively seek haunted houses. He looks too young to get a job, but alternative seems more unlikely, given his innocent demeanor. Why are you searching for it? Are you an exorcist? The boy looks confused, blinking innocently. No? Do exorcists normally live around here? I don't know, but I just saw an advertisement looking for applications. The boy purses his lips, his expression flustered. Is something wrong? I must find the haunted house. Before I can say anything, the boy runs away. I wonder what was that about. what that was about. Oh my god. I pull out a booklet from my pocket and start to read. It is a romance novel that I borrowed from Ikuya. Even though this genre is not my cup of tea, she insisted that I would enjoy it. I expected it to be something cheesy from the start, but so far nothing romantic has happened. The story feels more like a slice of life piece. Perhaps that is why Ikuya recommended it. Suddenly the sky becomes cloudy. Is it going to rain again already? Time to go home then. As I am leaving the park, I notice the boy from earlier lying on the ground, his face against the dirt. Did he collapse? Quickly, I go to him and kneel down. Hey, are you okay? What happened? "Mm, I don't have much time." What do you mean? The boy passes out before he can reply. Hey, don't pass out here. What should I do? I panic as I look around, but nobody else is in the park. I have no way of placing a phone an emergency call. Thankfully, it does not look that bad. I have no choice. I can't leave him here when it's about to rain. The clouds become darker with every passing minute. When I look up, I feel cold raindrops on my face. I manage to carry the boy to a dry spot under a tree before the rain starts pouring. I am surprised by how easy it is. He weighs less than we would assume by looking at him. Why did he faint? Does he have some sort of illness? Maybe I should take him to a hospital. Well, it will have to wait until after the rain stops. I don't want to risk him getting any sicker. The rain creates a curtain around the tree, a few drops sneaking between the leaves and landing on us. What an unlucky day. I bob my head to look at the boy. Oh, it has such an adorable baby face. How old could he be? I bet he's way younger than me. His hair looks so soft, I want to touch it. Just then, the boy slowly opens his eyes. Are you okay? The boy mumbles something before closing his eyes again. Hey! Worry, I gently shake his shoulder and wake him up. Immediately opens his eyes and crawls away from me. Sorry, I thought. Oh, it's you. Right. Rubbing the back of his neck, he looks away embarrassed. There's another one, but it's kind of cute. It's okay. Do you feel better? Yes, I'm fine. The boy fixes his scarf and pats down his hair. He beams reassuringly at me. The boy looks at the grey sky, surprised by what he sees. It is raining. I could have sworn it was sunny earlier. The downpour started right after you passed out. All right, thanks for taking care of me. He turns towards me and gives me a warm smile. Let's wait here until it stops raining. Hmm? Are you really okay? I got worried when I saw you on the ground. I thought something happened to you. Huh? Oh, it's not a big deal. Just a little tired. It's nothing to worry about. Passing out from exhaustion is very serious. We should get you to a doctor. No, I feel a lot better now. He shakes his head and widely waves around his arms, as if to prove that he is okay. I raise a brow. I suspect he's afraid of floaters. Even so, I cannot force him to go anywhere. What is your name? Hashiro. Nice to meet you, Hashiro. You can call me Diviana. You mentioned a haunted house before. Can you tell me more about it? It's just a regular place, but people say it's haunted for some reason. Wouldn't you normally try to stay away from a place like that? It's just, I watched something important there, which means you've been there before. Yeah, but I don't remember much. Can you tell me what you've lost? Just something important to me. Hashiro? Yes? Before he passed out, he said something like, I don't have much time. What did he mean? I did? Yeah? Hashiro scratched his head. just need to find something quickly. I see. We sit side by side and watch the rain. I glance over at the boy. I do not know what happened, but he looks less pale than before. He seems to be enjoying the sight before us. Before long, the weather clears up and the rain slowly stops. I hope you can take care of yourself. I'm going home. No, I will. Perhaps I can help you look for the haunted house later. That'd be really nice of you. I come here a lot if you ever want to meet. Okay, maybe I'll see you later then. See ya. I look at the pile of books on my desk. There is still plenty of homework to do. And whether I like it or not, I have to finish it. This is getting difficult. Perhaps I should pay attention to Miss Blanchett's classes. The last few days have been hectic, with all the strangers I've run into. But I'm glad I made a new friend. Hmm. Ugh. How can I work like this? I try to focus on the textbooks, but my mind keeps wandering. The man in the old house, the guy in the cave, the odd sashir from the park. Even though I only spoke with them for a short time, they would tickle my curiosity. I give up. I want to go out. I won't find out what is going on in the village. I wonder what Leot is up to. Maybe I should call him. I deal his number, but the call goes to his voicemail. I guess that he's still busy with his after-school activities. I could call Ikuya and tell her what happened, but it would only get her worked up, so I brushed the idea aside. I threw myself on my bed and closed my eyes, but it was a lot better. A moment later, I hear knocking on my window. Annoyed, I get up and check the source of the noise. I find myself being waved at. What? Let me in. Who the hell are you, and what are you doing up here? Hurry! Sit down first. Just let me in. What's wrong with this guy? It's scared of my house. Seriously, how can a stranger expect me to let him into my room through the window? He must be the worst burglar ever. I'm not stupid enough to fall for such an obvious trap. Ignore him and lay back down on my bed. It's common sense not to let strangers in your house. The knocking stops after a moment. It seems like he has finally given up. Silently, I go back to my bed. I cannot help but worry about what happened to the guy clinging on the side of my house. Maybe I should check on him and get a ladder or something? I lean outside of my living room window and look up. Strange, I can see the window of my room, but there is no one outside. I shrug and turn back, going to my room. I am shocked by the sight of a man laying on my bed. Am I? How? You? Huh? How did you get in here? Are you a burglar? I'll call the police. I frantically search for my phone. Within a second, the man has me by the wrist and pins me against the wall. Wait, it's a misunderstanding. Whoa! Desperately scream around, trying to break his hold on me. The stranger lowers his head to look at me in the eyes. Calm down, let me explain. Let me go, you creep. As if I'm going to listen to anything you say. I prepare to kick him, but he releases me and backs away. How did you get into my house? There was an opening window in another room. Ugh, you have to be more careful. I stay here. Sudden request makes me speechless. Oh, what? That came out of nowhere. Are you joking? I'm serious. His expression changed instantly. earnest and almost somber. I've never met anyone who switches moods this quickly. No way, I don't even know you. And you attacked me. Maybe not, but I know you. And anyway, I wasn't trying to hurt you. He says and shakes his head. I don't remember meeting this guy. Wait, could it be? No, never mind. Get out of my house, you creepy stalker. Huh? I've been demoted to a stalker now? Either way, you're a pervert. A burglar, a stalker, and a pervert? That really stinks, you know? I grabbed the closest thing to me, a book, and hurled it at him. Get out of here, go away! Wait, I wasn't finished. Get out now! He dodges my next projectile before slicking towards the window. Calm down, no need to get aggressive. First you broke into my house, then you assault me. Now you ask me if you can stay here? My answer is obvious. There's nothing wrong with asking, right? What the? The man lets out a heavy sigh. Fine, if you don't want me to stay then. He gives me a sweat glance before jumping out of the window. Oh my lord, I didn't say you had to jump out. I rush to the window only to find the weird smirking at me from the ground. Oh, you do care about me. You jerk! Don't you dare come here again. Who knows what the future holds? Well, see you later. My eyes follow the figure as he walks through the street out of sight. I'm relieved that he did not steal anything, though my heart is still racing from shock. It's the first time I've met such an oddball. These days are getting weird and weirder. Didn't seem all that dangerous though. He left easily enough too. Wait a second, something is off. Why go through such lengths just to ask me if you could stay here? I know it's easy to climb the landing, but is it just odd? I wonder what his intentions were. I shook my head and sighed. More questions bubble up as I think. Calm down, Diviana. You shouldn't dwell on this. The weekend passes quickly, and I'm back at school on Monday. My mind is filled with flashbacks from the past few days. I met a suspicious forest dweller, a mysterious gentleman, and a frail younger boy. Not to mention that weirdo who snuck into my house. I cannot help but find such odd, suspicious people interesting. Ah, Ikuya.
I called out you a few times, silly. Were you asleep?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
You should try to stay awake during class. The lectures are boring. Mr. Blanchett is so repetitive. Oh, really? He explained some useful things this time.
Like what?
Nope, you should have been listening. Anyway, do you have any plans for the day?
Well, I'm thinking about scoping out a mansion.
Oh, tell me more.
You know the road to the library?
Of course, what about it?
There is a creepy old mansion in that neighborhood. I've never struck me before, but don't you think it's strange that it's been abandoned for so long? Nobody thought of revamping or demolishing it, even when it's empty?
That's a good point.
I've heard a few rumors about that place before, but I haven't looked into them. It was only because of that shadow I saw that really has me intrigued.
That old mansion is part of the many legends of this village. All I know is that it used to belong to the Kinjiri family. I don't even think anyone wants it right now.
I could have sworn I heard something else during history class.
Is at least interested in history, huh?
I probably shouldn't involve Ikuya in this further. I know she hates haunted places, and given the atmosphere, she wouldn't enjoy it very much.
Did you hear about that murder that the teachers keep gossiping about? They say the suspect is likely someone who moved into the village not too long ago. They didn't say why though. I think they're wrong too. Everyone always uses the new residents as scapegoats. Don't you think that's too unfair?
I don't think so. It narrows down the list of possible suspects.
Yoji.
It makes sense because no one knows the newcomers very well. They're naturally the most suspicious for now. We are a small community, so it's easy to tell when or why things change. You can't see what lies below the surface. Yoshi's methods does narrow down possible suspects, but I don't agree with using new residents as scapegoats. I'm helping my dad with this case. He asked me to collect a list of people who moved into the village within the last 6 months. If anyone comes to mind, let me know. It'd really help us out. I don't really agree with your method, but I'll let you know if I think of anyone. Thanks for the help.
Viviana, you can stay over my place while they are investigating.
You live alone, right? You should seriously think about it. I'm fine. Thanks for the offer, though. Then I will delete this one. I forgot this. Damn. Now the end here. Time to end and rest and see who is on and streaming. Because I have no clue. I haven't read Ender in a while, so let's just read Ender. So yeah. So that's a read message for who is sub and for who isn't sub. And we are reading Ender. So yeah. Thank you so much to everyone who joined me today. I really appreciate it. I'll be back. I said that I had podcast with Aya, Zeph, and Amit tomorrow, but change of plans, we are not doing it anymore, so I'll be back on Saturday, 8 a.m. GMT +1, 3 a.m. EST, for my 24-hour stream, where we are celebrating my birthday that was yesterday. Yay! I'm gonna be dead. So yeah, thank you so much to everyone who joined me today. I really appreciate it. And see you on Saturday. Bye bye.